we need to set a timeout or delay when fetching that data so that we can actually see the loading state being present. So how do you go about doing that? Instead of calling this directly, I would do a timeout. So I would do const timeout ID, and then set the timeout to this, and then also a delay 300 milliseconds, just to try that out. And then we need to clear out that timeout so that on each render we have a different time set. So if I was to go back to our app and simulate this again, close this out, then expand this, we get that. You see that loading state pop up a little bit? All right, so we're good on that. Now let's up it to, instead of 200, well, 300 milliseconds. Let's just do that 2000. Let's see what happens. Like, how long would it take for us to see the data come back? So here it's loading, right? And it displays. If I do it again, it's loading, displays. So we created a use effect with the asynchronous function that's going to return a promise from this API. And we're checking to see if the status is equal to 200, meaning that it's okay, that everything worked out fine. We set the user's state to the data of this API response. From there, we need to set some type of delay. Okay, so the only way to simulate that is using a set timeout. So whenever you would use a set timeout is when you want to poll for updates automatically. Say every 5 minutes you want to poll for updates, you would set this and set it for 5 minutes. And every 5 minutes it will call this function and pull data back or check for any changes, all right? And then to make sure that you're not running into any memory leaks, because if you don't clear this up, you might run into an infinite loop where it just keeps running and running. Even with the dependency array, you want to make sure that you clear out the time. So use clear timeout to remove the timeout ID from here, all right?